The gospel has power, power.
Praise God, we're back. This is part 2 of Beware of False Prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they're ravenous wood. You shall know them by their fruits. You need to learn, investigate, examine your pastor. You say, man, you're hard on pastor. Yeah, I am. They're running this thing. You know that? Ain't nobody running no church but the pastor. He done flipped, done kicked God's minute out of there. God gave the five-fold ministry. He gave 5 offices for the church to develop the people in ministry. That's what it's for, is to get people ready for, sheep ready for ministry. And then they kicked him out. So maybe we need to find out if he's a shepherd or not, or he's a hireling. That may be what it is. John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that not only just have life, but have life more abundantly. Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. As I alluded to in my first part 1, David gave his life for the sheep. When you think about David, think about going up against a bear with a stick. I really believe he didn't even think about the bear killing him. He wasn't even fearful of the bear. See, God gave us fear to protect us. We teach against fear all the time. Fear is the devil, fear is the devil, fear is the devil, devil, especially charismatic people. Y'all make me sick. I had to say that. Now forgive me for saying that y'all make me sick. Because that was a lie. You don't make me sick. I just feel sick. Oh, I love doing this thing. Let me go back again. Lost it. The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. I am come that they might have life and have it more abundantly. He said, I am the good shepherd. And I talked about David right here. Let's go back to David. I believe David, when David went up against a bear, I could see, this is just played out in my mind. I'm doing this now. This ain't no Bible. I could see David pick up his stick when that bear come up, and Jesus said, David picked up a stick, and the Holy Ghost said, what are we going to do? And God said, I'm going to have to kill that bear for him, because he can't kill no bear with a stick. I don't believe it had nothing to do with no faith. It had nothing to do with no faith. It had something to do with him being bold enough to protect his sheep. I'm going to protect my sheep. I'll die for the sheep. Jesus said, I'll give my life for them. David said, my daddy put me over these sheep, and I'm going to kill everything that tries to kill them, or they're going to kill me. One of us got to die if you're after my sheep. Let's keep reading. Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. David was a good shepherd. But he that is an hireling, oh, here we go. And not the shepherd. Oh, yeah, but he looked like one. He sounded like one. He smelled like one. Who own the sheep or not? See if the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth. And the wolf catches them. Now, this ain't no bear coming now. This is talking about a wolf. He's running from the wolf. There's not a bear. You know, if you see a bear, he's going to fly away from them. And you see if the oh, you've been changing. And fleeth. You see the sheep coming, the wolf coming and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them and scareth them. That's kind of like the false ministers. The false ministers come through, the false prophets. Cause the sheep to be hopping from church to church. You need to, you can't get really hurt hopping from church to church because ain't nothing going on in any of them. The church to me is like a dead man. You got it. He does nothing. So we ain't doing nothing really. I know you don't want to hear that because you believe you're doing something. The hireling, he said, the hireling fleeth. He said he fleeth. Boy, fleeth is running terror. He's in a hurry getting out of there. David run towards the bear. But the hireling fleeth because he is not a hireling. You see, the hireling fleeth because he is a hireling, and careth not for the sheep. Well, you can look at the church today, every church you go to, investigate what I'm talking about, examine what I'm talking about. You can go to any church today and you're not going to find God. You're not going to find God doing things in the church. You're going to find man. Everything going on in the church today just involves man. God does not do what man can do. I said God does not do what man can do. So if God is moving in your church, you'll see things that man cannot do. You can't find that in your church. If you do, write me. Talk about me. Say what you want to say. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Teach me another doctrine. Show me a doctrine that's true, and I'll teach that one. I'll switch up. I'll run after truth. And I've followed this stuff for 30 years. We got phonies behind the pulpit. We got churches call themselves of God. They're not God because they don't have the tools that God gave. Jesus gave the church tools to work with. We got rid of all the tools. We got one. God gave tools with an S on it. We have one. And we have our friend coming in and ministering in our church, and we call that evangelism. Evangelist in a church where people confess to know Christ, and he ministered in salvation. How ignorant are we? I'm glad I put that wheel in there because you might get mad. How ignorant are we to have an evangelist in our church? Now, I'm not talking about the sheep, pastor sheep too. I'm talking about he calls in an evangelist to minister to people he's been preaching to for years, 30, 40 years, salvation. What is an evangelist going to teach? An evangelist should be stocking the house of God with people that don't know him. You don't preach to the ones that know him. We got that wrong, folks. Get off of that street. That broad road. Are you listening to me? Beware of the people who claim to be ministers, especially if they call themselves an evangelist. There was a time, now don't get mad at me, ladies, and turn the thing off. Just stay right there. Stay with me. I know you get mad real quick. I know you will. But every time I've seen a woman for years, I don't know, 10, 15 years, they were evangelists. Every one of them. Home raggedy as it could be. You say, how do you know my home raggedy? I see our black children in the street killing one another. Where are the moms and dads? They got no parenting going on. I talk about this all the time. I'm going to lay on this here till God comes. We need to get this thing right. We got to start parenting our children. Look at the black teens. That race is dying. They're doomed. And they know it. They say it. And we're evangelizing. Are you kidding me? Who are you evangelizing? Your own kids don't know God. I always say it this way. If your kids don't know about God, neither do you. I'll end it right here. We'll be back with some more sessions on beware of false prophets. Oh, you're having a good time, aren't you? God bless you.